Mr. Chrome C8.
Oh, yeah.
We see them all the time.
No, I know.
Did you see
I saw
that
you.
back?
The what?
They're bringing that color back.
Really?
Mr.
I
Chrome?
don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what I saw.
How much
it
can you
was
hear
Mr.
of
Chrome.
him blowing his nose?
Oh, I heard everything.
No, they're RTR is bringing that back on special
Maybe
edition
that's what it
cars,
was.
and if you have, I think it's like $100,000 plus, you can get it on a Ford GT, but you have to pay for color selection
Yeah.
option,
That would be
whatever.
Okay,
gorgeous.
That, like,
that
'cause
might be-
one guy got it on the new Ford on like a 17 or an 18 GT. But he paid for the extra option that was like, oh, I got this color. If anybody else wants it, they have to pay this X amount kind of thing. And it's like $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful color
Speaking
option,
about Ford, have you guys seen the Ford Maverick Lobo edition? LOBO?
Is that what it's called? Is
Yeah.
that the performance one, or is that a different one?
From
I've seen
what
the
from what
performance
I've
one that
heard,
Stu's
it's like
posted.
a mini truck, like from factory mini truck version. It's got like big, the things like Aerodisc type
Oh,
wheels,
like,
like
yeah.
big face wheels. It's a little lower. It's they're trying to pay like homage to like '90s mini trucks. From
Oh,
what
wow.
Is that
That's
like,
cool.
is that the one that Stu's been posting on his page?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, then, yeah, I've seen that.
I wonder
I
where
don't
they
think- I
get
don't
their
think I've
name
seen
from
it.
because like Lobo in Spanish means wolf.
Mm.
So I don't know what that means
I
to
mean,
Ford.
coyote.
The coyote, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
They're
I
kind
didn't even
of
think
keeping
about
it
that. Yeah.
together.
I don't know.
Canines.
Because that's
Bronco,
like the only
Mustang. It's all animals.
coyote.
Yeah.
Coyote,
Was it just me,
Lightning,
or was the
SVT,
Maverick
Cobra?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all a bunch of different
Yeah.
names.
Whole
Was it just
zoo.
me, or was the Maverick
Bunch of
launched in electric first?
The Maverick? No.
Yeah.
The Mach-E
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Or
but,
you're talking
like,
about the
You mean
Maverick specific was
the Maverick
That's what I-
prototype.
Yeah, the
that's what
Maverick
I thought it was
only
gonna be an
I thought
EV
it was
little
an
mini
EV
truck.
truck.
That's what I thought too.
Is it not?
No, it's
No,
like
it's a hybrid truck, isn't it?
I don't even think it's
You
I
can
hybrid.
thought it
get
was
it
gonna be full
hybrid, I
electric.
believe, but it's like a 1.8 or it's a small EcoBoost.
Yeah, you see,
It's on an
see,
escape
I
platform.
thought it was like an EV truck.
Yeah,
off the
I
rip.
thought it was 100% EV.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Like, I would like that the most.
Yeah, that's
We
why I
saw
was
one at
like,
SEMA.
kinda
The first
sold
year
on
it came out.
because I'm not a super huge
Yeah.
EV person, but I was like, hell yeah, a little like mini
I
truck.
think that would be perfect.
That'd be
Essentially,
cool
yeah,
for
it's
EV.
perfect zip around town, running
Yeah.
errands, perfect daily driver.
I think that's a
Yeah.
lost market on a lot of companies is the mini truck market. We don't have many of them, and they're really cool, fun.
They're really only coming back with Chevy and Ford right now because
Right now.
Yeah, 'cause they
I
got the-
heard
what is the
Rivian had
Colorado?
it in the works because they're doing their R2 platform.
Yeah.
So one of the journalists asked if they're going to do an R2T and an R2S. So imagine if an
Cool.
R2 pickup truck, it would be a perfect size.
Wow.
It'd be like a Ranger size.
if I was
Yeah.
just about
Yep.
to say
Perfect.
if they made like a little if
They
there
need
was
two-door
like
small
my
trucks
platform
again.
Ranger like a little single cab
Yeah.
2000 Ranger but EV that's the it's essentially
That's it.
like
That's
an American K truck but
Yeah.
EV
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the perfect zip
fix the
around
weight
town.
issue
You
on
got
the
a couple
Ranger,
bags
too.
of mulch you can do
Right.
whatever like the average homeowner's not hauling more
No.
than
That's what I was going to say. 80% of people with
10
pickup trucks
bricks
do
at a
not use them for
time.
what they're for.
No.
Get a smaller one.
Yeah.
People talk so much junk about the Hyundai Santa Cruz, and it's perfect. It's a pretty much an SUV up front, and it's got a small. I think it's like a 5-foot bed. It's small, but it has a tonneau cover built into it, and like it, you use it for what most people would use it for around here. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple stuff.
I mean most people don't use it but they buy the Raptor because it's cool.
Yeah.
Most
Right.
people in South Park, Valentine, like
We were
That's
shooting.
it.
I'm pretty sure I've told you
Yeah.
guys before, but we were shooting a GT4 Cup car for Bring a Trailer. She was, and I went with her, and we pulled up in, I think her car, but the guy was talking to me about like what I have and whatnot, and I told him I had a Raptor, and he like got insulted that I had that. He's like, "Oh, what malls do you go to with that thing?" And I was like, "Sir, I've been cross country with this thing.
Yeah.
I've seen mud from everywhere, and like, I've probably cleaned it 3 times in the 3-4 years I've had it." And he was just like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not that person."
Yeah. You actually enjoy the
I-
truck for
not
what
the
Yeah.
it
average
is.
Raptor owner.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I gonna save it for the next guy?
No.
Like, Yeah.
No,
I'm
enjoy
definitely
it.
a big fan of driving your cars. I don't care the value for them or the value of them. I know there's cars that are irreplaceable, but man,
If it's a car that's
you're gonna regret
pretty,
it.
pretty wildly produced, then
I cry every time I leave the shop, but I still beat my car.
Right.
I
Yeah.
wanted it for so
Yeah.
long. I'm gonna drive it like I wanted it.
yep.
Exactly.
Well, and I mean,
It's that
cars are
easy.
designed to do so much, and it's like if you just park it, you're not having fun with it. Beating on it is what they're built for, especially if it's a performance-based
They're
car.
machines.
Yeah, they're
They're
machines.
machines. They
can
need
be
to
fixed.
get oiled through, so
Yeah.
you have to use them.
Exactly. I mean, why not? Why not enjoy it? It's a performance vehicle. Like I understand some of the high expensive hypercars, stuff like that. Not driving them as much, but even then, it's like they were designed to be driven fast. I mean, I remember reading an article. I think it was a McLaren F1 that a guy daily drove for years, took it in for regular service, and I don't know how many miles or kilometers it had on it, but I know it was probably the highest.
I've heard this one.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I mean he drove it daily for so long, and he had to take it in for service, and that service was probably very expensive, but it
I
lasted.
think he said he did over 200 miles an hour every single day to work.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
he
from, if I'm
drove
not
it.
mistaken, because we've heard the story,
Yeah.
it was from Cologne, Germany to Frankfurt, Germany every single
yeah.
day. It was like right at an hour.
Yeah.
And he would just Autobahn it the whole entire way. And like you said, he would just maintenance it.
Yeah.
And
It's designed to do that. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to go fast. Those motors don't like going slow.
It's a F1 car.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Jumping
getting out
from
of pit
that.
is annoying for those cars.
Yeah.
Stoplight traffic is.
That's what kills them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
They
and that's
do
what
not like
all
that.
no, that's what all of these people who well, not all of them. I can't say that because a lot of people do drive their hypercars, but you're not putting miles on them, and the car's gonna crust up. At the end of the day, you're not cleaning out the carbon on the intakes and all that stuff.
And-
You're
The only benefit of current day hypercars is they're just getting second-handed to the next. So they're getting driven 100 miles each owner. This one's paying appreciation. This one's paying the deeper,
Right.
whatever.
yeah.
But that's the only benefit that, like a Senna, because they came out and they were this value, and then they went way up for like a few
A
months.
low
and then they
mileage
went
center
down.
right now, how much is it? One?
Ooh, dude,
1.5?
depends on your spec. I think they're in like the 8 range.
Really?
700 for
That
some.
No way.
That is wild.
They went down.
Wow.
I did
Wow.
see it.
Down.
Like you said, depends on spec.
And
Like,
that's why I
carbon
used
spec,
that
of
car
course not,
because
or
it
anything
came
like that.
out and it was like, yeah, we'll sell it for, I and don't quote me on this. I can't remember what the Senna was, but say $600,000 for a brand new Senna special edition, blah blah blah, flagship. A week later, someone could sell that Senna for like 1.5, depending on spec. 2, some people were getting wild prices, and the Senna market jumped. And then everyone that had a Senna, it
They were
was the same
$1 million
with
cars.
it was the same with SF90s for a little bit.
And SVJs.
And SVJs.
Yep, 'cause
When
they went
first
down
came
too.
out, they were, you spent $500,000 on this, you can sell it for $1
1.1.
million right now.
Yep,
Yeah, depending-
1.2.
A white with a Stormtrooper SVJ. You could buy it for 5 to 6 and sell it for 1.1 a couple weeks later when they first came out. Like, so it's that same kind of like. I think the values on Sennas are probably, depending on spec, probably 1 to below, maybe
Yeah.
700 range.
That is wild.
It's the same with we saw or I saw Saline S7 today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Lamborghini
I'm so
Charlotte
glad
had
you
their
saw
little local show that they do once a month.
And not a regular one either.
No, not even close. They had like I had seen, and it's funny that I saw this car this morning in a car show because I think it was the past night or like 2 nights ago, I sent my brother, because we grew up playing PlayStation 1 and had all the Need for Speed games, so the Saline S7, like that Saline S7, CLK GTR, like all these cars are like, to see them in person is crazy because those are the cars that I played on
Yeah.
games. And this morning, we're walking around and like we got there and walk over. You know how Lamborghini Charlotte is, kind of the L-shaped lot. Yeah. We got there and walked around the front lot, and then went inside, and we're kind of walking around. We bump into Craig, we bump into this guy, and I stand in line, get a coffee, and then we're standing by the Urises outside the office. And I look at one of the offices because for some reason they're selling all, like if you want a Urus model, people that weren't collecting them with cards, you could buy one for $100 today at Lamborghini Charlotte.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I almost bought a few Urus models. 'Cause they're
How
like-
big were they?
I don't understand how
they're
people
like
don't take those
112.
home.
They're like
That's
they're the model
huge for
that comes with the
price.
car when you spec it.
It's like a Ferrari.
why
Yes,
didn't you tell
yes,
me?
all
it's
those models
those.
that those guys
It was
have.
ones that
Those
Yes,
types
it's
of
the
models.
owners didn't take them home. You're
$100?
crazy. You're crazy for not taking them things home.
Right.
If you want one, let me know because I know the manager.
Nice.
I get it.
Depends
But
on the specs.
we're sitting there. I'm looking at the table, and then I look at the Urises, and I glance at the office for a second, and I just see the fucking 7-spoke wheel, chrome wheel, and the slits in the side skirts, and in a reflection, and I'm like almost like a Scooby Doo like cartoon, like
Yeah.
like kind of like you just scratch your face.
Yeah.
And I looked at Dawson. I was like, Dawson, look. Come follow me, and we walk over to the window, and like he looks up, and we're both like a couple of kids standing in the window like this, and we're just like, oh my god! And I've been a car fan my whole life. I'm 32 years old.
Yeah.
I've been shooting content for 10 years. This is the first time ever in my life that I've seen a Saline S7.
Have we seen one? I told him I think I've seen one, and I think it
I've
was
seen
orange.
one. I think
I just
so. I just
don't know
The burnt
where.
copper?
Yeah,
You saw the good one.
I don't know where I saw it though.
That,
Was it
that
down in
one, the
Miami?
blue one, the silvers look good. I've never seen one in person. I played it in video games.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
it. It was the wallpaper for like 7 of my fucking desktops growing up. Like,
Wow.
Yeah,
it was crazy. We walk outside. We're looking around it. I get a walk around video, get a couple pictures, and then we're standing at the back bumper, just kind of like hanging out there. And you look in, it's a Hefner twin turbo Saline S7, which the Saline S7 came with a NA 7-liter V8 that
7
produces
liter.
750 horsepower.
what's more American than a 7-liter V8?
750.
What's the Viper? A 7.2 V10?
I'm not
Isn't
sure.
it 8 something? I think it's 8.1.
I think it is.
right.
Yeah.
It is an 8-liter.
And I could, yeah,
That
I
is
could be wrong, but I think it's
insane.
8 something.
Yeah, I think so.
Because if you get the stroker kits, it takes it to like a 9.2 liter or 9 something.
Q, Jamie, can you look that up?
But yeah,
Looking it up.
an NA 7-liter V8, and then they've got a couple of
Hefner twin
war
turbos
whistles on that
Right.
thing.
War
Big ol'
whistles, I
things.
love it.
Like I don't know if it's this exact one, but I've seen a twin turbo Saline S7 on YouTube, and it starts, and it's just like, it sounds like a fighter jet parked next to a muscle car, and they both start at the same time, like, because there's so
symphony.
much air moving through that engine, and it's all direct pipe swirled around right up into the roof scoop. Like, no, there's no fake holes on this car.
Yeah. I
love
Like,
it.
All purpose built.
What does it say?
yes, and it's stick
This is on
shift.
ChatGPT, but it says the Dodge Viper has a V10 engine with a displacement of 8.0 liters in earlier models, 92 to 2002, 8.3 in the later models from 03 to 2010. Final generation from 13 to 17 features an 8.4 liter V10.
8.4.
It's a big engine.
Dang.
That's almost 3 of my engines, size wise.
That's double
Same.
what the
That
5
is
Series has.
Crazy.
Same,
Because that's a
Crazy.
4 liter.
but I got a supercharger.
I
Suck
got
it, Viper.
1 turbo.
So speaking about high mileage cars, or what you were talking about earlier, since we're going to Monterey Car Week next week, I heard of a car that's going to be there again this year that I don't think we saw it last year, but we knew of it. The highest mileage Ferrari Enzo is traveling from New York to Monterey again.
Again?
Wow.
Yes.
I've seen this on
Yes.
I didn't
Instagram.
know this.
Yes, Matt
Seen
Farah
this
was
car.
talking about it on
Okay.
Smoking Tire.
Ah.
And yep,
Yeah.
because he has like a cracked bumper up front and has like, it's in kilometers, I believe. It's
Wow.
not. It's a Euro
Yeah,
Enzo,
Euro
and I
spec.
think it has like, it's like 70 or 80,000 kilometers.
That's so
like
cool.
it's
Wow.
wild.
That's just one of those cars at that level, but
Yeah.
in that era.
Yeah.
It's like, because there's people that like daily drive Sennas and this and that, 4GTs.
This is a whole nother monster.
It's a whole,
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
Enzo.
Yep.
Like,
See, and I think
can't
it goes
imagine.
from like the ability to say, "Oh, I have the lowest mileage this." I think it's so much more
Of a flex.
Of a flex, yeah. Just that
Yeah.
impressive. Like
Yeah.
I have the highest mileage. Fill in the blank.
I've
like
done
whatever
5
supercar,
services
hypercar.
on my
That's
Enzo.
my goal.
Yeah.
Like that's a
Yeah.
flex.
Like,
oh, you haven't made it to your first service?
Yeah.
I've done 5.
Exactly. Like
Had to get this one done in that country. Had to get this one done in
Oh,
that.
that'd be
Like,
that'd be
come
so
on.
cool.
because I mean, if you have the money to own a vehicle like that, and taking it in for a regular service isn't going to be a problem to maintain it. So it's like you're getting the ability to just be like, yeah, cool, you have the lowest mileage, but I have the highest mileage. It's been across the country. It's been to this place. It's been to that place. Oh, I flew it over to Europe,
Oh my
or if you're in
gosh.
Europe, you
I
flew
can
it to
just
the U.S.
only imagine
That's
what
so
it is
cool.
to drive something like that across country.
Right?
How intimate it is to with you.
What in the world? Hold
Wow.
on. There is a slingshot with like an Aventador front end.
What?
I really
Hold
hope
on.
he stops
Pause.
this, like,
Get your phone out so we can get it into.
that's the coolest slingshot I've ever seen.
That was crazy.
That
was
was worth
crazy.
it.
That was
was
definitely
wild.
one
Cue
of the
Sam's
wildest.
Android.
It's gonna be,
cameras.
it's gonna be crunchy video. I apologize for that. My phone
I've
camera's a
never
little
seen
fried.
that. That's a first.
I've never seen that either.
That is definitely a
the
first for me.
color, I looked out. The color is what got me because it was like so
For,
pretty. And then I
well-
was like, oh, nice, an Aventador. And then I was like, that's a weird.
For a little tap into
Looking
context,
Mm.
we saw a Polaris slingshot with a
Normally doesn't get praised.
bubblegum pink, maybe like a fierce fuchsia from 3M,
Kind of like a reddish pink.
Aventador.
It's like Stradman's Aventador, like you said.
Yeah.
It looked like the front end of Stradman's pink Aventador
Yep.
Yep.
on
That
the
was
front
wild.
of a
with
Polaris slingshot. And honestly,
lights like a
It
slingshot.
did not look bad.
It did not
Honestly,
look bad.
honestly,
I will whoop,
there
whoop,
wasn't there,
whoop.
Yeah,
there were no
yeah.
duct tape seams, no
No.
like you can see the gap. there.
someone actually took their time with it, and
Yeah.
I think it, depending on proportions, it might have actually been
Yeah.
It looked
Yeah.
like
phenomenal.
an actual front end off
Yeah.
of one.
It looked phenomenal from 16 floors up.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you that.
Hey.
Yup. Yup. All
But
right.
back to whatever we were
Monterey.
talking about. That was a crazy sidebar.
What cars are you looking forward to
Oh,
seeing in Monterey? Give me your
I got a list.
top
Hang on,
three.
let me pull it
Yeah.
up.
Give me your top
I
three.
got to
Let me
post
pull
this Snapchat real quick.
Okay. Sam, give me your top three.
Top 3. Ooh, that I haven't seen before. Oh, that's a tough one. I think for me, being a BMW guy, seeing an M1 would be
The
like the race,
M1,
the race,
so the
spec-
old
The-
race
the-
car.
M1.
I get
the
them
M1 or
confused.
the M1 Pro car?
Either. I mean, honestly, both. I think
We
you said,
manifesting today, boys.
you
and
said
girl.
you said we're probably going to see at least one.
Yes.
I
both.
know a CCXR, Koenigsegg CCXR, beautiful car.
CCXR. Have we seen an R or have we just seen the CCXs?
CCX or the CCXR.
We saw the CCX,
Miami,
but I don't think we've seen an R.
I
No.
don't think so.
Okay. Well, with 29 Koenigsegg's coming to Broadway, exotics on Broadway this year, hopefully it should be
I'm gonna
there.
bring out my best
The other
Swedish
one,
colors.
which kind of varies off my European supercar / BMW, like it would be a Ford RS200 or 2000. Is it 200?
The
or
rally,
2000?
the rally car.
The rally car.
Yeah.
I
We've seen
love-
one which it used to live here, and then it got resold.
I love
but
the
I've
look of
never
those
really
cars.
seen one driving.
Yeah, I'd love to see one. They're one of those cars I think I fell in love with either from Dirt Rally, video game Dirt Rally 1 or 2, or it was one of the Need for Speed.
They're just amazing. Period.
They're just cool
Yeah.
looking cars. They're
Yeah.
they're different, a little bubbly, but still definitely a Ford.
Definitely. Hmm. I like the blue steering wheel. That's in
Mm.
it. That's really nice.
Yeah, those are probably a couple of my
Couple of years.
top.
What you got?
Huh?
He's got a list.
No, but you got to give me like one or
It's
two.
nothing. Yeah,
Only
I'm-
sharing
I'm-
a little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the
We
list
teasing
and
it.
trying to figure out. I think my top. I'm a Lamborghini fanboy, and I've got a bunch of Lambos on here. But I would absolutely love to see the Sesso Elemento.
Yeah. That would be cool.
And
That's
then,
a crazy one.
Wow.
and there's some other heavy hitters on there.
And I don't
but
know if we have any in the States right now. Not that it matters for Monterey, but I don't think there's any Sesto Elementos here.
I don't think there is any. I think they're all European cars, UAE.
The only one that,
like,
the only two that I know that come out is the UAE one
Yeah.
and the one that is in Japan.
yeah. And then
You're probably easier to see a Veneno here than
That's
you
on
are
the
to see a
list.
Sesto.
it's on the list. It's right below that car. And right underneath Lamborghini Reventon.
Oh yeah, that's another
That should be another one, yeah.
But
25 of them?
20. Yeah,
2020. 20 Roadsters, 20 Coupes.
2020, yep.
One of each
That-
in the museum, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, so 19 per.
it's
Have
either
we seen
19
one?
or 21, 21. No, I haven't.
It's 21, 21 because I think
Did we
there's
see
20
one?
of each.
Yeah, and then they put one in the museum.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I was about to say you probably would have seen one at that place in Germany, the with all the car lifts and
yeah.
Motor
Yeah.
World, I think it's called.
Motor World.
Motor World.
And
That was a
then
beautiful
probably
place.
one of my other notables. There's tons of like historic this and that rally, like kind of what he was saying. But I want to see so badly a Ferrari F50. I used to play it with
yeah.
Man.
like on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit
I
back in
love
the
the
day.
F50.
The soundtrack I can hear at the menu, like switching between the COK GTR and the Ferrari F50. You get it in Giallo, like, and I've seen 6 or 7 LaFerraris, 3 288 GTOs, multiple Enzos. Like, and I've
F40s.
seen multiple F40s. I still have yet to see a single
That's the one
F50.
that's-
I've seen F40s driving. I've seen multiple in showrooms. I've seen, like, I have yet to even see the body of an F50, and that, like, I
It's one of my
cannot wait.
faves. If I
cannot
had to
wait.
choose,
Like-
that's what I would choose. V12, 6-speed, gated. That's my favorite.
hear all the
That is
sounds.
my favorite.
Looks,
We
it just
did a
looks
rally.
venomous. Like,
We
the
did a
body,
rally with Curated.
everything. That's
Yeah.
another like Lamborghini fanboy. I can't wait to see the Ferrari F50.
Yeah.
like
yeah. So the one that we did a rally with was VIN number 001.
Wow.
It lives in Miami. It belongs to this guy named Dennis. Super cool guy. Drives the living piss out of it. And it's straight piped.
Oh man.
Oh my God, does this thing sound amazing. Amazing. So I cannot wait to see more, especially driving. What I would like to see, and I know it's going to be there, so that's why I'm excited about it, is the number 5 of 5 Pagani Zonda Cinque.
Oh.
It's the green one.
Oh man.
That's going to be there. And like,
I fell in love with those.
Zondas are
Need for
my
Speed.
favorite Paganis.
Yeah.
I think they are sculpted beautifully, and
like
it's
the smiley face headlights.
yes.
Yeah.
I love the quad exhaust in the back with the circular bezel. It's
whole
absolutely
car.
just
Every
it's,
angle.
It's a masterpiece.
It's one of those cars where
Horatio.
people are like,
And the
"Oh, you don't
sound.
know you're not a car guy." It's one of those cars where it's like I could spend 50% of my time driving the wheels off this thing
Yeah.
and enjoying it, or I could pull up a lawn chair in the garage, turn on all the lights, or turn off some of them, turn on one, and just look at the way the light hits the side of this car in the garage.
Yeah.
They're so
Yep.
pretty.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love 'em.
Interior, exterior, every
I love 'em.
angle. Been
Yep.
shooting for a while. I know what shots I like. I know what shots I want. It's one of those cars I can still spend multiple hours walking around shooting random shots like I was when I first started shooting because everything is just so pretty on that
beautiful.
car. Like,
And
here,
hearing-
there's haters. Screw you.
Yeah, hearing
Gorgeous
the sound
car.
of those cars out and like actually getting up into the high RPMs, the sound, the visceral just symphony that it puts out. The Cinque specifically, just gorgeous audio.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's just like one of a few cars
Mm-hmm.
that sound like something from another planet, like the MC12 Corsa last year.
Oh my God,
Ran
that
from the cop. He
noise.
just, I think he couldn't see the cops
Yeah.
behind him.
Yeah.
So he was just ripping on it for everyone getting
Yep.
it. That thing sounded so wild. Like it was, and that's
I
just like
loved it.
one of a few cars
Yeah.
that'll be just
And all you hear is just the
prowling
the
around
gears,
the town.
Mhm.
the
Like,
whining
The
of
same thing we're
the straight cut
doing.
gears. Yeah. My God.
It's the best.
I would love to see a. God, I'm horrible with names. An AMG.
GG, the Project
One.
One.
The Project
Project
One.
One.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I've only seen it stationary.
That's the reptilian one, right?
Yes,
The
that's
yeah,
the one we
where-
saw
when
in
it-
Germany.
It's like the way the Ford
Yeah.
GT goes into race
Yeah.
mode.
Yep.
It's
Boom,
the same, but
and the
the
front
like,
end
the
just-
front nostrils
Yes.
flare.
It's like Travis
everything
Pastrana's Subaru.
Yeah.
I love
It's
that
like that.
so
Yeah.
much.
I want
All
to
the
see one.
Activero.
I want to hear one
I
in
wanna
person.
See it move, yeah.
In person.
Yeah, we saw one stationary.
Yeah.
What about
that-
you?
That'd be a cool
but mine's
car.
boring.
What kind of
Well,
Volvo?
Not a Volvo.
What kind of Polestar?
I want to see the
Oh, the P1800, the Cyan.
Cyan,
Cyan?
the Cyan racing one. That'd
English
be
is not my
cool.
first
That'd be
language.
cool. It's kind of old now, old news, so I don't know if that'll be there.
I think that's super cool. Along with
No,
that,
no,
it's
I'm
a
saying that would be cool.
P1800. It's
That
it's
James
the
Bond
old-
looking old Volvo.
Yeah,
old
yeah,
Volvo,
the- yeah,
but they
yeah.
did a resto mod on it,
And
and
it's
it's
got a
like
newer
Singer
four-cylinder.
resto
It's-
mod. It's
yeah.
$750,000. It's absolutely
Is it
nuts.
750 or is it
yes,
450?
it's
I think
that's
it's
what
450.
Graham Rahal right now is selling it for.
Really?
I'll look it up.
Sheesh.
Just like the resto mod,
But
that's
yeah,
the
like,
whole
it's
new
a-
thing today.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. That'd be cool
Because like
to
the
see.
355.
It would be very cool to see.
Have you guys seen that one? The 355 resto mod.
No.
Oh my god, it is absolutely stunning. They're doing it just like Singer.
You just taking over my.
Well, go ahead, keep going.
Oh my god.
Oh.
We're having
Yeah.
a conversation.
Wow.
It's a resto mod 355.
That is really cool. But that's
Dang.
basically
Yeah.
what the
Sorry.
I also
the
use
Cyan
cookies.
Racing.
Yeah,
What do
Yeah.
they call it?
I thought it was. Yes.
Yeah, I can't. I feel like it has a name, but I don't remember what it is. So, anyways, that would be cool to see. No, I want to see the BST concept, whatever that Polestar's doing.
Talking to the mic.
Make love to the mic.
That's no.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird. I don't
We can put
like
your
it.
name on that, and that could be your mic.
We
Yeah.
said we were gonna do that anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh, okay.
some other people are gonna have guest
I don't
mics
want to
because it's
smell
not just
any
us.
of y'all suckholes.
All right. Well, this one, this one's going to be mine.
Okay.
Anyways, the concept BST. I think I pulled up a picture a second ago. Of course, it's gonna show me the.
What brand is
the
this?
two.
Is it just like
Polestar.
a, like? Oh, okay.
Mm.
It's
Like saying Al-
not the
It's like saying
two.
Alpina to Polestar.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I thought
I wanna
Polestar
pull
was
up a
that to
picture.
Volvo.
It used to
It
be.
was.
And then they branched off and said,
Yeah.
"You can't tell me what to do, Dad. This car."
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, okay.
The super
I
cool,
also
crazy,
have
like,
another
track
car, Brian.
version.
Okay, you
I
first.
was about to say.
And then-
I already know he listened.
Yeah, he was
to
the first one, so
yeah,
he's got to
go
go.
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
One
So-
more round, and then cars that you might have not heard
I
of
only
that are
did
being
one
there yet.
car.
Huh?
I only did one car.
That's my.
Is
That's
that-
the
is that-
exact
is
one I was
that-
about to list.
Yeah.
I thought you did the P1800.
No,
one.
that was your suggestion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right,
you go.
man.
You go.
Hush.
My
It's
bad. My
fine.
bad.
Anyways, it's boring. I want to see
But-
the new Countach.
Oh my god.
I do want to see that.
I still
really wanna see it.
I've
I know
only
it's-
seen 2 inches of the front passenger wheel of one in Orlando because it was in the dealership under a cover, and the owner was coming in like a week and didn't want anyone to see it.
Wow.
Me and Dawson were like, just like, oh no,
Right.
Like,
Let me
we'll
take a
take a
mental
quick
picture.
Lock
picture.
up our
Like,
phones. Like, I don't want to take a picture. I just want to see it.
wouldn't let
yeah,
us see
I
it. So
wanna
that's
see
all
one.
I've seen of it. I haven't seen that car in person.
Huh,
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Same.
And then I'd like to see a cool wagon that somebody brought over for this that we don't get here.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
If I see like any S or RS4, if I see any V8 variant S4 platform
Yeah.
wagon,
Exactly.
I cry.
You gotta keep your eye out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your car?
Our
The
car's the same.
yeah
car.
we were just discussing this. The Chimera Evo 37.
I love the
I
Chimera.
saw those
Yes,
running at
they
Goodwood.
are
wild.
absolutely stunning.
They
Yeah.
they have that perfect amount of retro like styling from like the 80s, the 90s. I love that. But they have all of the brand new technologies,
Gadgets.
Yeah, everything you could want in a car.
Yep.
Like they are just stunning in design. I hope to see a couple there I feel like they probably will.
They had a booth last year. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I think they have
Yeah.
a booth this year as well from the map
Perfect.
that I saw.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about it's same car. We both had this same exact thought. One of my favorite things is like all the video clips you see of those cars. They're all driving the balls out of them.
Yeah.
Like swinging it around the corner, hauling ass down back roads through the curb. Like
As
They're
they should.
moving
it's like,
with them.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
every owner's like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm actually
Actually
gonna do
using
this.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
They want to drive the car as it was
Yep.
built because I think it's
What's-
kind of like a rally. It's an homage, I think, also to the Lancia Deltas.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it's kind of pulling all of that racing
Back to this whole resto mod thing that we're going
Yeah.
through right now.
Yeah.
What's the car company? I feel like they made like a street car, but they take like every single one, or they were taking them and doing like off-road rally driving with them, basically to make sure, like to prove to you that they're tough cars.
I don't know if I've seen
Ford.
I don't think it was Ford. It was some like not one off, but like small supercar maker. And I just, man, because it was like, we want you to drive them. Like, we want you to. I can see the commercial in my head. I just can't
I'm
think
not
of.
sure.
I have no idea.
Think on that one.
Ask Chat GPT.
While we're talking about these resto mods, I don't know if you guys saw. I'll put it up on the video. I think it was yesterday at LAX. There was a car spotted that looks like a Porsche GT1
Yeah.
resto mod.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, we only know of race cars and the homologated cars,
I think
and no
Travis
one's
said
gone
that.
that crazy to do that.
Yeah.
And I almost blurted it out earlier as well. Another car that I don't know if you've seen. I believe it's Bowden Auto House.
Yeah.
And I also, the guy that Foreign sold all the Ferraris to, I forgot his name, Hyper Society. It's his car, I believe. CLK GTR modded.
Oh wow.
Like wheels, lowered, exhaust. The Bowden special on
Yeah.
the CLK GTR. They're premiering
Wow.
it. What's today? Today's the
Today's the 10th.
10th. Today
Yeah.
at the Oakley headquarters. Because Monterey's
Like
already
sunglasses?
started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
That's cool.
it's in that area.
I still don't understand that, but they are like involved in so
Yeah,
like
they
they
are.
special
It's wild.
edition Lamborghinis.
Yep.
like,
Really?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they're premiering it
That's interesting.
today there. I'll put up a picture of the teaser up. So those two cars, I would love to see
Yeah.
those two. Because it's like, there's these cars that just completely don't get announced or anything until the day of. One more. I'm going to just keep going. Sorry. Have you guys seen the Nilu 27?
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
I mean,
God.
just a few little
Oh, my
pictures here
God.
and there.
So it comes from the creator of he worked on the Koenigsegg CC850. He worked on the
someone from
Koenigsegg. Yeah. Cool dude, looks like some biker dude, big, big beard, all that. He's been creating this car for the last 10, 15 years in his head, and he's never been able to just do it.
Yeah.
He finally did it, and it's a naturally aspirated V12.
Wow.
6-speed. There's, I think, 15 of them being made, and it's a complete race car. It's not a street car.
Wow.
And I think since we've got media for it, we can get to the unveiling of that. And
That's gonna be
that
wild
car
to
should
see.
be absolutely stunning. It's white on white, white wheels,
wow.
white car, white everything. It's stunning. The seats look like the SP3 seats. It's like molded to the body, and the steering wheel and the pedals move to you.
Wow.
That's one I want to see moving.
Yeah.
An SP3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
just.
I
turned
haven't
it,
seen
but-
one in
Yeah.
person yet. I
It's-
know
They're
Charlotte's
amazing.
got some.
Yeah, I can't
but-
wait.
We
see
saw an
that.
SP3 at last year's
We
Monterey.
saw one. I want to see one moving.
movie.
Yeah.
I want to see
It's
it
blue.
driving.
I have it on my phone. We
What?
saw one.
Do
Yeah.
we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well,
That's how many cars there were that you
Yeah,
don't
you-
remember you saw an SP3
I want
movie.
to
Yeah.
see another one.
You're
Yep,
just
for
walking
sure.
around a corner and you see something crazy and you forget.
Oh, yeah, you forget the
You're mind
previous
blown
one
by
you
whatever you
saw
just
and-
saw. And you forget what you just saw. Yeah.
Rimac, the Navera, when they were doing the
yeah.
off-road testing of it. That's
Wow.
the one I was trying to think
Yes, I
of.
remember
They
now.
were like
Okay.
Yep.
slinging it through dirt and things.
Yep, where the Koenigsegg's doing the moose test.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Hammers.
Watching them beat on the Koenigsegg's with the
Yeah.
hammers. Oh, it hurts, but it's like, wow, this just goes to show you can actually treat the car like a car, and you don't have to quite tiptoe around it nearly as
Yeah.
much.
Because it's a car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
Monterey.
Have to treat it
That was a
like
great
car.
preview. I love
Yeah.
this.
I'm
love
so
this.
excited for this trip.
I know.
So excited.
Going to California for the first time,
Yep.
and then also just getting
Oh
to
my
see
gosh.
such a huge amount of just insane cars.
It's going to be overwhelming.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I can't wait to do
it's
more
gonna
of
be
this.
so fun.
Yeah.
to do this
this
at the
is-
Airbnb, to do this in the car.
Yeah.
To do this
Yeah.
just
This
who
has been
knows,
fun.
you know?
We knock
You
out
know?
a quick 10-minute.
Yeah, just a little quick
The
boom, boom,
airport.
boom.
Yeah.
We're at 37 minutes right
really.
now. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Don't
that's
feel
Easy
it.
to just talk.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
it's what
we
we're doing
do it all the
anyways.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Cool.
well,
I'm
All
excited
right.
for this. Yeah.
Alrighty.
that was awesome.
See
We'll
ya
see you
in...
at the airport
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
in the air
Yeah.
Yeah.
or in the
We're definitely going to have a lot of vlogging
Airbnb
going on.
or in the Uber.
Yep.
Ooh, better.
And we're announcing some apparel and product very soon.
Yeah.
Just watch for one of us wearing it out at Monterey. If you see it, call it out.
Keep
Or
your
all of
eyes out
us.
for the merch.
Yes, sir.
Hashtag
Alrighty.
us.
Have a good night.
Bye.